After a Premier League campaign that promised so much, a campaign where Arsenal spent a whopping 248 days at the top of the table, it all ended as it always did, with the Gunners going home empty-handed. Mikel Arteta's work the past season was exemplary, but the 2023-24 transfer season needs to be huge for him to challenge for the title again next season. Along with a new striker, the midfield will also need a revamp. But who do they sign? Well, here are key players that could potentially see Arsenal win the league. Let's start with the player the Gunners have courted for long, Declan Rice. The England international is a great player with impeccable talent. He is the star man at West Ham right now, but there is a feeling a move could be on the card soon. The Hammers have already held on to him for long already. Despite West Ham slipping down the league, Rice led them to the UEFA Europa Conference League. At 24, he is in need of a move to prove how good he can be, and he has always had the desire to play Champions League football, which Arsenal can offer. A move could make so much sense for both player and club. He will definitely be a massive upgrade on Granit Xhaka, who, despite improving and becoming a key player under Arteta, still has temperamental issues and can lose his head in big games. Statistics also show that Rice could be a key addition in the Gunners' midfield. He made 63 interceptions in the Premier League last season, which was the highest, and highlights the midfielder's ability to read the game and break opposition attacks, which could be invaluable for the Gunners, who could look to improve their defensive record. Despite being a defensive midfielder, he also has the ability to make an impact going forward and making those key passes. He might not be quick off the blocks, but he has a powerful run and can really stride across the pitch. One more advantage that Rice has is his Premier League experience. Despite his age, he has over 200 games for the Hammers under his belt. He is a man on demand, though, with more than 3 Premier League giants and 2 other European powerhouses after him, and as such, he won't come cheap. Arsenal could be forced to fork upward of £90 million for his services, something the Gunners have indicated they could be willing to do. Next up is another Englishman, Mark Guéhi. There's no doubt William Saliba and Gabriel formed an enviable partnership at the heart of defense last season, but an injury to the Frenchman saw Gabriel massively regress alongside Rob Holding, whose future is unclear. Saliba's back injury left them exposed at the back, and since it's starting to look like a long-term problem, Arsenal might need a center-back with quality to replace Saliba right now. And that's where Guéhi, a talented ball-playing defender, comes in. Defending is in the 22-year-old's genes. The England international plays with the impressive composure and assuredness of a seasoned Premier League defender and has been the rock in Palace's defense. Despite his young age, the former Chelsea man has demonstrated his leadership abilities, impressively commanding the back line. One more reason why he is set to become the club's captain if Luka Milivojevic leaves. He has demonstrated his great recovery pace and always wins aerial duels, which could add some quality to the Gunners' defense. His ability to also read the game and snuff out attacks way up the pitch have made him a fan favorite at Palace. One more thing, his ability on the ball is particularly impressive. He makes those progressive runs that can open up the opposition and help the team transition in attack. With his ability and talent, if he can stay fit, it will be a matter of time before he's called a Rolls-Royce defender. He won't come cheap though. With 3 years still left on his current deal, Palace are in a strong position and could demand well upwards of £50 million, benchmarking on a similar amount they received for Aaron Wan-Bissaka from Manchester United in 2019. The move could also benefit Arsenal's London rivals Chelsea, who could receive a windfall from Guéhi's sale thanks to their clever 20% sale-on clause inserted in his move to Selhurst Park in 2021. One other area Arsenal need to strengthen is their attacking. The Gunners' 88 goals in the Premier League last season was only second to Manchester City, but despite their attacking potent, they will need at least one attacking player, particularly a right winger. Bukayo Saka has been brilliant all season for the Gunners in that area, but with Champions League football, a backup is sorely needed. Former Man City winger Ferran Torres could be the man to solve the Gunners' problems. He has been a Gunners' target before, and Barcelona are willing to make him available. The Spaniard's versatility could prove key for Arteta, as he can play as a winger on either side or even through the middle as a number 9. He is right-footed but can also use his left foot, meaning he can play as a classic or inverted winger when and if need be. Even though his time at Barcelona has not quite been what many expected, he could fit into the Arsenal side like a glove to a hand and provide Arteta with the chance to rotate his squad and even try out different formations. With Gabriel Jesus and Martinelli as well as Saka, adding Torres will give the side another attacking dimension and could prove key in the Gunners' quest to closing the gap on City. The Spaniard's abilities in front of goal are so natural you would think he is a traditional number 9. Back in the Premier League, Moses Caicedo is another key player that perhaps could replace Thomas Partey in the long run. Caicedo was the subject of failed bids from the Gunners last summer, and he could well be back in their frame. He will not only replace Partey's ability on the ball, but also his defensive strength. The Ecuadorian is one of the biggest midfield prospects in the world right now. For Brighton, he has played either as a defensive midfielder in a double pivot or as number 8 in a 3-man midfield. Despite his versatility, he enjoys playing in a deeper role where he is more like the anchor of the team. He can play any pass on the pitch, has composure under pressure, and he can dictate play with perfectly weighted passes. He is capable of switching play off his stronger right foot as well as his left foot and can find home in a Gunners midfield that has shown a lot of maturity this past season. The Ecuadorian's energy and ability to cover the ground make him an excellent ball winner. Able to anchor the midfield when Arsenal are in the final third, Caicedo's aggression and speed would allow him to improve the Gunners' pressing and shoot down any counterattacks. Just like many of the players on our list, his versatility could also be the key to the Gunners' title push next season. But he is a man in demand as well, with the Chelsea in particular looking for a midfield anchor to replace the soon-departing N'Golo Kanté. That means he won't come cheap, and in the event the Gunners complete the signing of Rice, which is becoming more likely, chances are they might not push to have Caicedo because of the financial implications it could have. What do you think, Gunners? Who would you love to have in your team next season? Let us know in the comments below.